And I'd like to invite up Susan Relfe for a mission moment.
Good morning, everyone. Last week, our spring rummage sale was finished, and I'm here to thank you for your part in touching so many lives. 52 people volunteered to help us set up and host this rummage sale, but not all of those people were from our congregation or our own families. A few volunteers were from our pickleball players, who not only donated but came to help us set up. One of our volunteers had been a shopper at past sales and wanted to come do her part. She organized all of the shoes for 2 days, and 2 of the volunteers were high school students earning their Honor Society community service hours. This has truly become a community-involved event. Thank you to everyone who donated baked items. We didn't always know where these treats came from. They just appeared at the door or in the kitchen, but they were certainly a parting joy for all of our shoppers as well as our volunteers. Just the baked items brought us over $400. If you donated items, thank you, for without you, this sale would not be possible. It's always amazing when we start pulling all the donated boxes and bags from the various storage areas, how much we have to share with others. Beautiful pictures which you donated are now adorning another home and being admired. Pillows and bedding are giving a new look to many apartments, as well as keeping some comfortable and warm. Plants from our gardens are now helping someone take up a new hobby or brighten the yard outside of their door. Baby clothing and toys are spreading joy to new parents and grandparents who can now proudly clothe and bring smiles to that new little one. More than one parent was able to buy a toy for the child at his side, who lit up when they could select anything they wanted. But the clothes, oh, the clothes. We had pants and shirts and suits and work gear and hats and gloves and sweaters and coats and nightwear. There were people with walkers and wheelchairs, people who walked a distance to get to us, teenagers lined up out into the streets for 2 days, all enjoying clothing they could not afford. Some were thinking about their neighbors or family members who were unable to come and wanted to take them some of those clothing. A couple of young families were sitting on the floor with their toddlers for long periods, examining each clothing item, holding it up to decide what was most appropriate. Our clothing prices ranged from 25 cents to a couple dollars. Everyone left smiling, almost thrilled with how far their few dollars went. St. Paul UCC is well known in this community for their generosity in so many ways. This is not a fundraising event. It is a community mission. However, the Women's Guild, who organize and lead this event twice a year, now have money to donate to church missions such as Hoyleton, Emmaus Home, Kinder Cottage, Veterans of the Cross, as well as our own St. Paul events and Vacation Bible School. Last Saturday, we collected nearly $2,500. You may wonder what we do with all of the wonderful donations which are not sold. If you looked on Sunday morning, there was nothing there this time. Well, our sharing and gifts do not end here. The shoes that remained are donated to the Humane Society, which has a fundraiser themselves to sell shoes to third world countries where all parts of the shoes are used and sending to other places. A few pillows and blankets remaining are taken to the Humane Society to welcome the arrival of new dogs and cats that come to them. The rest of the items are collected by the Special Olympics cheerleaders. There they are. There are 40 of these little cheerleaders who travel internationally to Special Olympics events. They take donations every other month to Savers store to be weighed and sold. As you know, Savers experienced a fire recently, and they were grateful for anything we could send. Anything remaining in the gym which didn't fit in other trucks was delivered to the Salvation Army. We will never know how many lives we touch when we share things that we no longer need, or when we have too much. Mark your calendars. The fall rummage sale is October 11th and 12th, already on the church calendar. I am blessed to be with St. Paul Church and in God's family. Can I get an amen? Amen.